Hello everybody and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. This year is the last year with Nomi-Nomi, so we will be doing several things. Not only will we be getting the 3 endings we want, but we will also be setting them up with Rex and getting the special non-binary high five that somebody mentioned in the comments. So we have a lot to do. We're going to start with getting the Novelist ending, and then I'm going to have to jump back and get all the other stuff too. So let's get started after I grab this thing very quick. Let's hang out. Nomi shoots you a dazzling smile. Yep, they exclaim. Sounds great! You become their muse. Hey, I have an idea, Nomi says. What if we drew each other? I could use the anatomy practice and, well, it's not like I can ask anyone else in the colony to pose in their underwear. You're pretty sure Rex would, but you take the flimsy premise at face value. You slip away to Nomi's room, where they clear a spot on the bed and look away as you undress. Just let me know when you're ready, they say, and busy themselves with setting up their supplies. You strip down to your underwear and strike a pose. 1 foot up on Nomi's bed, they turn around and giggle, turning a charming shade of pink. You spend an enjoyable hours, Nomi's muse, moving your body every which way under Nomi's gentle direction. Eventually, Nomi puts their charcoal down with an air of finality. You're really nice looking, Yabby, they say shyly. The blush is back. Thank you for posing for me. Anytime. The pleasure was yours. Thank you, Nomi. I'll be your muse anytime you want. The time has come. We know how this goes by now. Lum is gone. Mars is in charge. We did it. Again. But watch out, Mars. This is the last time you get to be governor. When it's Rex's turn, it's all mine. Let's hang out one last time. Nomi shoots you a dazzling smile. Yep, they exclaim. Sounds great! You watch some holo shows. Nomi pats the spot beside them on the lounge couch and graciously lets you choose what to watch on your linked holopalms. You choose something you've seen 100 times before, and Nomi smiles as they hold your hand and rest their head on your shoulder. Aww! You spend an afternoon and most of an evening binge-watching the whole series. At some point, Nomi's head becomes heavy and you can hear their soft snoring. It's nice to be able to experience a little moment of peace with the bestest of people in the entire colony. Alright, here we go. It's time for us to get one of the endings. We made it. The end. You have reached your 20th birthday. Ooh! Pulp novelist! Everyone says they love to experience something novel, but you know that's a lie. What people want is more things they already love, told in slightly different ways. You get your start by, essentially, writing fanfiction. You take everyone's favorite stories from Earth and just expand on them, updating them for modern sensibilities and making the characters interact in new and interesting ways. Other writers follow in your footsteps. The hero's journey? It's got 22 steps now, thanks to you. The rest of the colony gobbles up your stories, enjoying them because your stories are spicy. Everyone is dating everybody in your tales. There are a lot of gratuitous bodice ripping, and you cater to every forbidden romance and beloved trope that your fans request. You'd think Nomi-Nomi would be your biggest fan, but it's actually Tang! She pre-orders your next book. Over time, you develop your voice and begin to move on to your own original universes, fantastical characters and stories that have never been told. Soon, the next generation is writing fanfic about them too! But what about... Nomi continues to pursue their dream as a holo novel creator, but they never stop dabbling in all sorts of things, just the way they like it. Your relationship with Nomi doesn't look like people expect, but you're very happy with each other. Neither of you are interested in the physical side of things, but intimacy has many forms. Your love for each other comes through in every minute you spend with each other. You don't have any children of your own, but somehow you're always surrounded by them anyway. Nomi is like a magnet for the younger generation, a cool older sibling who teaches them how to draw the cool S, how to beat Laser Fable on impossible mode, and who plans the most righteous slumber parties. They never lose their fascination with vertumnant animals. One of their hyperfixations leads them to volunteer as a rancher, where they're working one fateful day when the explorers bring in a Unisar. Despite the beast's aggression and capricious nature, something between them just clicks. Nomi becomes the only person who can calm down the fearsome creature, to the point where it will follow along behind them as gentle as a float cow. Nomi's magical unicorn friend is something of a celebrity among the colony. They're a big hit at princess-themed birthday parties. It's hard to believe that someone like Nomi grew up on the heliopause. They don't just march to the beat of their own drum. They're their own brass band and acrobat troupe and free candy buffet all in one person. They're your friend though, through thick and thin. Hell yeah. Nomi thinks Sim is the greatest thing since the Hollow Palm, and they get along famously. Sim has infinite patience for their just as infinite questions, and sits with them for hours telling them all about the amazing things about Vertumna. Nomi scribbles them all down into an illustrated anthology that goes a long way to improving Colony's knowledge about the planet. Living with Nomi and Sim is like living with the two enthusiastic teenagers. Your home is always full of laughter and art. Aw, they would get along so well, wouldn't they? Your dad never really recovers from your mom's death. He tries, but his smile just isn't the same. Peacetime under the gardeners is good for him. Without the pressure of feeding the colony a weight he never asked to carry, he's able to spend time on things that actually bring him joy. He and the other farmers cultivate plants for recreation, dizzyweed and hops, fruit for making cider, cotton and hemp for when the nanoprinters eventually wear out. He dies of natural causes, having seen all his dreams of Vertumna come true. Vertumna's your home now, and you've made it a good one. Heck yeah! Alright, next we're going to do the collector ending, which is one of the ones that we actually don't make peace with the gardeners, so... Or is it called the artificer? It's one of the two, but either way that's what we're doing, so I've got to go back and explore a bunch instead of read a bunch, so I will see you when I see you. Alright, let's get us that non-binary high five. Ask about their gender. What? Oh yeah, I was so happy when we landed and I found out that you colonists have not boy and not girl people too. Sometimes people on the Helio didn't get it, but honestly, I grew up with them, so they kind of got used to it. I always was told growing up that your colony was kind of backwards and weird, and we'd probably find you all banging rocks together and grunting like cavemen. Imagine my surprise when I got here and you have, like, actual adult people who are like me. Wow! Nomi gives you the secret non-binary high five. It's like a regular high five, pretty much. We got it! We got the high five. How about we play a game instead? Oh, yeah, okay, Nomi says, and swipes around on their holo screen until they bring up a list of games. That'll recharge my brain. Wait, I have a better idea? You look over Nomi's shoulder and spy the dusty stack of board games. You get up and pluck one from the stack. Gosh, you remember playing this one in the creche. Nomi looks dubious when you bring it back, but you notice Mars looking it over with curiosity. Is that Twister? Mars demands, snatching it from your hands. No way! This was my favorite! I did not even know we still had it! OMG, we are playing this right now. No questions. You take turns being the spinner, directing the other two to contort their bodies in strange positions. Mars is a vicious competitor, forcing you and Nomi to bend in ways that border on obscene while she cackles. You're taking your turn as spinner when you see Nomi's arms start to shake and a mischievous grin start to spread across their face. On their next move, they can contrive to just happen to be in the right position so that when they fall, they take Mars down with them. Oof! Mars exclaims, laughing while she extricates herself from the tangle of limbs. Well played, Nomi. I do think we can call that one a draw. She reaches over and pinches Nomi's cheek. Oh, you are such a darling one, aren't you? She coos. I simply cannot wait to see what you do with that holo novel of yours. We do so need your particular flavor of brilliance in this compost heap of a colony. Oh! So when we went for the walk, it was Cal that talked to them, but if we do the game, it's Mars. Nomi rubs their cheek and looks up at Mars with big eyes. Really? You're not just saying that? Of course not, precious thing, Mars says, getting to her feet. Do I look like someone who says things unnecessarily? Have a bit more faith in me, if not yourself. You and Nomi both watch Mars sashay away, and Nomi looks over at you in awe. Oh, that's so cool! I never expected to see Mars interact with Nomi. You prepared for this earlier. I'm ready. Exploded. You emerge from the inferno of the shed, burned and concussed, but alive. Anemone smiles. It's good to be alive. And that day is your birthday. By the time you've recovered, the suns have returned. It's your 20th birthday. Did we get it? Please? Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, we got it! Collector! You have no idea how long it took me to get this one. It's because you need to have high organizing, but I was way more focused on exploring And so I ended up jumping back to our Mars playthrough where I had 100 organizing and then just got it from there. Over the years, you amass many wonders from your expeditions. Artifacts from the Convergent Domain, animal skeletons made of pure crystal, tree nuts that play music when they're touched, and many more discoveries too incredible to describe. Your prized find is a clutch of glowing eggs that remain warm and vibrant to the touch, even after being in your possession for 10 years. You collect it all. You amass great wealth. As you acquire things, you hide them away from the others. Hoarding is frowned on in the colony, but you argue that yours is not compulsive. It's logical. The best way to preserve these things for future science is to seal them away in airtight containers in a dark, climate-controlled place. Not that you would let Chief Engineer Tangent and her science destroy your treasures either. In fact, you haven't seen most of your collection in many years, but you know it's there. Sealed in stacks and stacks of books in a cool underground storage room. It's comforting just knowing they're there, safe. Alright, and now we're on to our last ending of this run. I have a plan. We're going to befriend Nomi, of course, and we're going to befriend Rex. We're going to open the bar, set those two up, and during all that entertaining, I'm going to flirt with Utopia. Because I heard that you can actually date her, or at least get her in the ending, and if I'm setting those two up, might as well try it, right? Alright, so I will see you around once I get through another ending. Hey, Utopia. Ready to sniff out those tasties. Any questions? What's a fine lady like you doing in a place like this? You cheeky hop-eye, she laughs, shaking her head and vigorously waving her hands to shut you up. You making fun of my accent? Go on now, you rascal. Get. It's good to know I gave you the right accent, at least. Hey. You tired of me by now? I'll take this, and then... What is that cute little nose doing on your cute little face? Utopia narrows her eyes at you and just stares you down. Then she breaks into a grin. I don't know what you're playing at, Gabby. She puts extra emphasis on her accent. But you ain't getting any special treatment from yours truly just for buttering me up. You'll have to pull your weight just like the rest of the surveyors here. Now go on, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Okay. But what if I fall for you, Utopia? I think I'd really have to like someone first, you know? I'm gonna plant the seed now. Like Rex? Yabby! It's complicated! I really like Rex, but he's so... he's so Rex. I don't think I could, keep up. If you know what I mean. But anyways, thank you for playing with me. The seed has been planted. Oh, we already got it. It's only year 17 and I already got the bar open. Perfect. It's ready to be finished now. Now we can get that ending. Entertainer, here we come. Alright, all our hard work has led up to this moment. It's time. It's not supposed to be me. It's supposed to be Rex, and I will matchmake Nomi and Rex right now. So about that picture you posted, Nomi puts their stylus down. Oh, okay, sure. It's you and Rex, right? Nomi's face goes completely red, and they stare up at you in shock. Oh, how did you know? They exclaim, clapping their hands over their cheeks. It totally was! Oh my god! Nomi flops back against the back of the couch and curls up into a ball, kicking their feet in the air. I don't know what to do, they wail. He's so cool. And not just cool, he's so nice and helpful and, They look away, embarrassed. I mean, I have eyes, you know. Even if I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff, I know he's a super galactic hottie, too. He's like an 1100,000 gajillion out of 10. Nomi grabs a pillow and hugs it to their chest. He's my best friend in the whole universe. I love him, right? And he says he loves me, but I don't know what that means. What if I dated Rex? For real? They take a deep breath and hide their face against the pillow. But he really likes, you know, they mutter, sex stuff. I thought you weren't into sex stuff. Nomi throws their head back in frustration. But I really like him! He's so good, and he makes me feel Mars, who's in the lounge painting her nails, perks her head up and listens curiously. Mars, get out of here! Nomi shrinks into themselves and lowers their voice. Sometimes I think about, kissing Rex, they confess, picking at a loose thread on the pillow, and it makes me feel kinda weird, but in a good way. I feel like if I was ever gonna be anyone for me, Rex would be a pretty good choice, right? Nomi continues. What do you think, Yabby? Rex wouldn't make you uncomfortable. Yeah, because Rex cares about Nomi, cares about them very, very much. Like, they're not only best friends, but they know each other very well. You remind Nomi that Rex is a very good boy, and they giggle and cover their eyes. I know, he's the best boy, they reply, then heave a big sigh and go uncharacteristically quiet for a few moments. I know some of the adults in the colony have open relationships, Nomi says eventually. Sometimes Cal talks about how one of his mom's boyfriends doesn't live with them, and some do. And it's different, but it's still okay, because people are happy. And that's what matters, right? I don't mind if Rex, does sex stuff with other people. It makes him happy, and I think all I need to be happy is to know that we're always going to be there for each other. Together forever. Nomi blushes again and looks down at the ground. And, maybe we could kiss sometimes? I think I'd like that. Rex! Alright, it actually doesn't look like we can do anything to push Rex towards Nomi, so maybe we just have to wait. Maybe Nomi will do it themselves. They did post that drawing all by themselves. Oh! Nomi overhears you playing your photophoner in the lounge. Wow! You're really great! They exclaim. You should do a big performance. Oh! Like at Rex's cafe bar! Let's go there now! Oh, okay. Let's do it! Nomi makes you a costume to boost your stage presence. It's weird, but you're kind of touched. Nomi almost never has kudos to spare, so it's been cobbled together from various shiny things they've collected. Aw, Nomi, you're so sweet. They really want me to succeed. They're such a good friend. You play okay, smiling and dancing for the audience at the cafe, tuning your cheerful little tunes. Aunt Anne happens to be there and showers you with kudos. You should do this more often, she encourages you. It is so nice to have live music in the colony. You couldn't have done this without Nomi-Nomi's help and encouragement. You wonder how much they know. You wonder how they know so much about playing for an audience. Maybe it's all the idol videos they watch. Hatsune Miku! It's your first real busking performance in the cafe after your audition. The stage is just a little raised platform in one corner, but it's connected to a large field holo projector, so you can fill the entire area with dim but realistic photophoner images. The speakers aren't bad either, but they're turned down low during the day. Let's get creative. You add a dance to your routine, painting hoops with your photophoner, then leaping through them. Some of them look like they're on fire. Good thing it's only a hologram. It's weird and experimental. It takes you off the stage entirely, and you bump into a couple of tables, but only spill one glass of tea. And they were nearly done anyway. You're surprised at the end when you get a standing ovation from the woman whose tea you spilled, and a big tip. Guess they like your unique performance. Good thing to know my clumsiness pays off. Oh! You're walking through the colony gardens when you turn a corner and almost run into Nomi and Rex standing together, sharing an umbrella and having a serious conversation. Nomi looks flustered and anxious while Rex's expression is patient. I'm gonna be a nosy Nancy, listening on them. You duck behind a trellis just in time to see Nomi thrust a crumpled envelope into Rex's hands, bowing slightly. Rex smiles gently as he opens the envelope and reads the letter. You watch his expression go from patient to surprised, before settling on affectionate. Nomi, he says, voice warm. This is so sweet. I didn't know you felt that way about me. Nomi twists their hands together anxiously. It doesn't have to be a big deal, okay? I don't really know how I feel exactly. It's just... They take a deep breath. I just know I really like you. You make me feel, confused and scared sometimes, but in a good way. Rex cups Nomi's face in his hands. Nomi, you never have to force yourself to do or feel anything that makes you uncomfortable. Not for me, not for anyone. You know you and me are forever, right? Aw, it's just like we promised them. He's a good boy, the best boy. He strokes their cheek with his thumbs. I love you just the way you are. Nothing you do or don't do is gonna change that. It's not like that, Nomi replies. I I feel things for you. I think things about you that I've never thought about anyone before. Oh yeah? Rex says, a bit of his usual teasing humor coloring his tone. Like what, Nomi? Nomi gets flustered again and looks away. They whisper. I mean, kissing? Rex barks out a friendly laugh. Kissing? Nomi, you dirty bird. Well, I never, he teases, and Nomi laughs and gives him a little push. We could kiss, Rex continues, taking Nomi by both hands and smoothing out their trembling fingers. We can kiss whenever you want. I'd love to kiss you. Nomi looks at a loss. Ooh, really? You want to kiss me? Sure, Rex answers easily. I love you, and we're gonna be together for a long time. I want to do stuff with you that make us both happy. That's all I want. He smiles crookedly, exposing one fang. If you feel like kissing someone, that's great. You make it sound so easy, Nomi replies. When you say things like that, it makes me feel good, like you understand me. Nomi purses their lips. I want to try and understand you too. I know you really like doing things I don't like doing, so if you want to keep doing that with other people. They take a deep breath. I'd be okay with that. Nomi stands up a little taller and looks Rex right in his mismatched eyes. And, it might not ever happen, but maybe someday, if I wanted to do. Their voice drops to a whisper. Sex stuff? Now it's Rex's turn to look stunned. Nomi, he says, sounding kind of strangled. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. Rex cradles Nomi's face again, his face serious and very fond. If you ever wanted to do sex stuff, he says, smiling at the phrase, I would consider it an honor, really. Rex and Nomi look into each other's eyes for a long time, until Nomi lets out a little sob and their shoulders start shaking, crying in sheer relief. Oh, honey. Nomi, Rex murmurs, wiping away their tears. Hey, come on. Did you think I'd say anything else? Nomi hiccups. I don't know. Rex smiles gently. Well, now you know. There's another long moment where they just look at each other, grinning like fools, until Rex clears his throat. So, he says, do you want your first kiss now? Yes! Nomi exclaims through their happy tears, throwing their arms around Rex's shoulders. Rex leans in the rest of the way to kiss them, sweet and slow. You turn and slink away, giving them some privacy. Ah, Matchmaker unlocked! They are together and adorable! Nomi! You're setting up to busk on stage at the cafe when Nomi-Nomi comes bouncing over to you. Hey, Yabby! They exclaim, bouncing on their toes. Wanna jam? You freeze, holding your photophoner. Jam? You know, like play a set together. Do a little jazz improv, they clarify. I mean, I can't play any instruments, but I can sing, and I'm very enthusiastic. They do a spin and end in a rock star pose, one hand raised high above their head. You can be the brains behind the music, and I'll be the face. They warble out a few lines in a language you don't recognize. It's, well, even without knowing the original song, you're pretty sure Nomi couldn't be worse. So what do you think, they ask, for our band name? Do you want to go with something like In Your Face, or something like a little more mysterious? Say no with a white lie, I'm absolutely not doing that. Make Nomi a backup singer, yes! You pick a set of songs that work with less harmonious vocals, and you put Nomi in a costume that restricts their movements so they sway instead of running anywhere. The two of you are a hit! Nomi is a great mascot, and what they lack in skill they make up for with a proportionate lack of shame. When your set is over, Nomi cheers. That was amazing! Everyone loved us! You breathe a sigh of relief and check your account. Sweet, you made some tips. I am now part of a band. We do need a band name, though. I don't have a band name. Put your band names in the comments below. Alright, here we go. Last ending of the Nomi-Nomi run. You've reached your 20th birthday. Ayy! Entertainer. You continue to hone your craft with a photophoner, single-handedly bringing the instrument back into the public eye. As the years pass, your music becomes an integral part of the colony's culture. Your performances are packed, everyone is humming your tunes, they're even broadcasting your concerts back to Earth, though who knows if they ever get the signals. It's nice, though a little haunting, to think that your sound waves are out there bouncing through space. Ah, we could have teamed up with Nomi, but we are an idol. You become Vertumna's first pop idol. You play the photophoner and dance for your crowds and fans, who all develop elaborate chants and synchronized dances of their own to participate in your concerts. Nomi and Mars never miss a show. Aw, my besties! Aw, Nomi and Rex continue to date, much to the gentle amusement of anyone who knows how mismatched their views on relationships are. It takes Nomi a long time to warm up to the idea of getting physical with someone, and they need to love and feel comfortable with them first. Ah, Demi. They're almost vibrating with happiness when they confide in you that, for them, that person is Rex. They're best friends and life partners, and just good for each other. Like two puzzle pieces, differently shaped, but fitting together. Nomi supports Rex dating other people, after all. That means they just have more time to hang out with their other best friend, you! Aww. You die at a ripe old age, surrounded by loved ones. We've made it to another ending. Aw, man, that was so much fun. Look at all of our different endings. We've got Entertainer, we got Novelist, and we've got Collector, which was the most painful one to get for me. Dang, organizing. Alright, but now that we have reached the end of this run, it means there's only one run left to do before we try and go for a golden ending, and that is Rex. We've got a lot to do with Rex. Not only do we have to get the last 3 endings we don't have, but we also have to become governor, which is one of the endings, and we also have a lot of poly ships to do. We've got to get us with Rex and Mars, us with Rex and Nomi. We've got a lot to do, so I will see you all next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourself, follow in the footsteps of our beautiful idol and Lord and Savior Hatsune Miku, and have a good day.